Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a privilege to be here with you today. What a great crowd. You know, I keep hearing from our friends in the left-wing liberal media about the blue wave that's supposed to be hitting our shores. Have you heard about this? Well, I've got some news for them. It's not going to be a blue wave. It's going to be a deep Trump red wave come this November. Do you agree? I have the honor today of introducing our special guest, the Vice President of the United States. And I want to say a word before I do about the leadership that President Trump and Vice President Pence are providing for our country at this critical hour, because you and I both know that our country is at a critical turning point. Our way of life that we live, that we believe in, that we stand for every day, it's under threat. And the President knows that, the Vice President knows that, and they are fighting for us every day. And nowhere is that fight more clear and are the stakes higher than at the United States Supreme Court. The future of the Supreme Court, the future of the Supreme Court is on the line. And that means that the future of the nation is at stake. Did you see the President's nominee for the U.S. Supreme Court, Judge Brett Kavanaugh? Pretty impressive, huh? I know a little something about the Supreme Court. I got my start there. I worked there. I met my wife there, and she's here with me today. I've litigated there. It has been the focus of my career to defend our values at the United States Supreme Court. And I tell you what, I know the difference between a court that respects Missouri's values and a court that dishonors them. And too many of the lifetime politicians in D.C. have forgotten that difference. Like, for instance, Missouri's senior senator, Claire McCaskill. Have you heard of her? Yeah. You know, Claire McCaskill has been wrong on every single Supreme Court nominee her entire career. She was against Justice Gorsuch. She was against Justice Alito, but she voted in favor of each of Barack Obama's left-wing nominees. You know, choosing judges is about choosing values. And you can see the values that Senator McCaskill favors in the judges she has voted for and supported over all of these years. She supported judges who want to throw open our borders, judges who say the president can't stop terrorists from coming to this country, judges who want to force the federal government to help illegal immigrant teenagers get abortions, judges who would take away our Second Amendment rights and who would lock our freedom of worship and expression inside the walls of our churches. Those are not Missouri values. Those are the values of the far left wing. Those are the values of the liberal, moneyed elite. But then, of course, that's Senator McCaskill. You know, when you live in a multi-million-dollar condo, fly a private jet around from one resort destination to another, and own a D.C. lobbyist hangout in the heart of Washington, you tend to forget where you're from. And I'm afraid that's exactly what's happened to our friend, Air Claire. Do you agree with me? The President of the United States has nominated a superlative judge to succeed Anthony Kennedy on the United States Supreme Court, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, and now Senator McCaskill, her staff is on Capitol Hill telling people that she won't even consider voting for Judge Kavanaugh, that there's no way she's going to do it. Well, I just want to say this. It is time that Senator McCaskill listened to the people of Missouri. It is time that Senator McCaskill honored the wishes of the people of Missouri. It is time that Senator McCaskill committed to voting yes on Judge Kavanaugh. The Supreme Court is the last resort. It's the last thing that stands between the radical left wing and their plans to remake our country and all the rest of us. And if you care about defending the Trump-Pence policies to secure our border, you've got to win at the United States Supreme Court. If you care about our Second Amendment rights, you've got to win at the United States Supreme Court. And if you care about your religious liberty, let me tell you from firsthand experience, you've got to win at the Supreme Court. And one other thing too, if you care about defending the lives of the innocent unborn, well, by golly, you've got to win at the United States Supreme Court. The man I'm introducing today is a true champion in protecting innocent life. It's been a focus of his entire career. Mike Pence was a pro-life congressman, a pro-life governor, And now he's the strongest pro-life vice president of the United States this country has ever had. Being pro-life comes naturally to Vice President Pence. He's a man who knows who he is. He knows the Lord that he serves, and he knows the path that he's called to. And he and his wife, Karen, are honest, upstanding family people from right here in the Midwest, here in the heartland, and they live their lives simply and earnestly and honestly. As a product of small-town Missouri, I know that life well. It's the life that built our state and that sustains our nation. It is a privilege to have the Vice President of the United States here with us today. I know that you're proud that he is standing and fighting for